Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, let's talk about My Desire series. Finally, My Desire series is actually coming to an end, and we'll be talking about the season finale of My Desire series and how it will be ending. So guys, without wasting more time, let's dive straight into the video. But before I continue to the video, lovelies, please don't forget that this is still UG Updates. In case if you are here to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Please don't forget, lovelies, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright, lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, the episode starts with the police coming there and arresting Pradyunma. Arjun says the law will punish you. Pradyunma says you have double-crossed me and I will not leave you. Kashvi then says you can't harm me, while Pradyunma says I can harm you even now and shows the pen drive. He tells Pradyunma that the boy is a murderer and asks him to see the pen drive. Arjun says no. Then the inspector checks the pen drive and sees Karan pulling the lever which led to Mohan's death. Kashvi then tells that it was an accident. Karan didn't do anything intentionally. The inspector then says, but we have to take him in custody. Someone had died. Meera says it's my fiance's death and I didn't file any complaint. The inspector then says the death has happened and that is enough. They arrest Karan and takes him away from there, while Arjun stands shocked and says Karan is taken away. Kashvi then tells that they have to go to the police station. In the police station, the inspector tells Kashvi that she shall understand, being the civil service officer, and you know well that we work on facts and not on emotions. It is clear that he has pulled the lever. Kashvi then says Karan is so scared that you can't send him to jail. The inspector says he has called juvenile home people here to decide what to do. Karan says, Kashvi mama, I don't want to go to jail, and says you have saved me always and asks her to save him now itself. Kashvi cries and hugs him, while Meera tells him that his parents will not let anything happen to him. She takes Karan with her, while Kashvi then hugs Arjun and cries. Arjun then says we will not let Karan go to jail and we will take out some solution and we talk to juvenile home officials. Kashvi says yes. The juvenile home official sees the footage and then Arjun says Karan didn't do it intentionally and was trying to help. The official says we have to question him and the judge will give the verdict. The lady official says we will run the case in fast-track court and the verdict will be given in 2 days. Karan then asks Kashvi not to let him go and save him and says he will not do any mischief. Kashvi then asks him not to worry and says they will save him. Then Arjun tells that they will save Karan and asks Kashvi not to lose courage and says we will hire the best lawyer and we get him freed. So after 2 days, Arjun tells the lawyer that he has given all the details to him. Kashvi says nothing should happen to my son. Then the lawyer says I will try fully. Karan then comes there and hugs Kashvi, while Kashvi says you are very strong and shall not cry, and says you are a very good boy and they will not keep you here and we will take you home. Arjun says yes, we will take you home today itself. Then Kashvi tells Arjun that they have to take Karan home. Arjun says surely and tells the lawyer that he has to take Karan out from the juvenile custody. The lawyer says I can't say as everything depends on the judge. Kashvi then asks how can you be so unsure? He then asks them to come inside for the court hearing, where Arjun then tells Kashvi that everything will be in our favor. Kashvi says Meera didn't come. Arjun then says she is not picking the call. The court case then begins and the lawyer tells that Karan pulled the lever intentionally and that's why Mohan died. Arjun's lawyer tells that it was an accident. It was not Karan's mistake and he is a child and was not aware what he was doing. The prosecution lawyer tells that kids are learning everything from the internet and social media now. He then says I have facts which prove that Karan is not a good or innocent boy and says recently he has thrown out from school as he was mischievous and used to trouble everyone in class. He says he wants to present some papers in court and says I want to bring Karan's school principal to the witness box. The principal comes to the witness box. Then Arjun asks the lawyer to stop her, but the lawyer tells that he can't stop but can object. The principal tells that Karan is a mischievous boy, but there is much improvement in him now. The teacher then comes here and tells that once Karan has burst crackers in the class, I had made my video. The judge tells that after listening to all the statements, it is necessary to keep him in the juvenile home. Karan, Kashvi and Arjun were shocked. Then Arjun's lawyer says I have another witness and requests the judge to hear his witness statement first. Meera comes to the witness box and swears to say the truth. She then tells the basis of this case is not right and says Mohan didn't die as Karan pulled the lever. Judge then asks her to say clearly. Then Meera says everyone must be thinking that Mohan died due to Karan, but it is not true. She then says actually I was the wedding planner in our own wedding and I have to divert the current as the generator was not working, and says Mohan didn't die as Karan pulled the lever as current was coming from some other side. She then says the truth is that Mohan died due to short circuits and nobody asked the boy why he pulled the lever. She says he pulled the lever so that light will come. Karan then says there was so much darkness so I pulled the lever and says I didn't want Mohan uncle to die. Meera says Mohan was my fiance and I told the police that Karan is not guilty. She says she doesn't want to file any case against Karan. Then the judge says as Meera said that Karan is innocent, I am dismissing this case and Karan is free to go. Arjun, Kashvi and Karan gets happy, while Karan runs to them and hugs them. Meera comes to him and kisses on his cheeks, while Kashvi thanks Meera for saving Karan. Arjun then says don't know how to return your favor. But Meera asks why are you thanking me? Karan is my son too. Kashvi then says you are his mother and I will go. Meera stops her and says you will not go anywhere, I shall go from here, and says not you. Kashvi then asks what do you mean? Meera gives the divorce papers to Arjun and says I have signed on it and asks him to sign on it. Arjun is shocked and says but. Then Meera says I will not change my decision and says I will go to Delhi and will give birth to my baby there. Kashvi then asks how will you manage alone? Meera says I will manage alone and I want to prove to my dad that I don't need anyone. She asks Kashvi and Arjun not to worry and says you both should be together always. You are made for each other and your chahatan shall be fulfilled. She asks them to stay together and be happy always. Then Kashvi hugs her and cries, being emotional. Meera then says bye to Karan and leaves. After 6 months later in New Delhi, Meera is sitting holding the baby in her arms and cuts the cake. She looks at Mohan's photo and says today is the 2nd month of your son and asks him to wish him luck and says she will make him a good person like you. Vikram comes there and says Arjun had called and said that Kashvi started getting labor pains and the baby can be born at any time. Arjun stays with Kashvi and asks her to take a deep breath and push. The doctor then asks her to push, where Kashvi then gives birth to a baby. The doctor congratulates Arjun and Kashvi and says it is a girl. Arjun then asks if there is any problem. The doctor says she is healthy. The nurse hands over the baby to Arjun's hands and then Arjun and Kashvi looks at the baby and gets emotional. Later, Karan comes to Kashvi and says he wanted to come inside, but they didn't let him come inside. He asks, where is my younger sister? Then Kashvi hugs him and says she will come. Arjun brings the girl there and then Karan says, wow, and asks, what is the baby girl's name? Arjun then says her name is Chahat and then Kashvi says it is the epitome of our love and she is the victory in front of our troubles, our Chahat. Arjun then says that we might live or not, but the coming generation shall say that Chahatan shall be like this. Kashvi then says what never ends is Chahatan. Then Arjun kisses on Kashvi's forehead and they pose for the happy picture with Karan and Chahat. Seriously, that's quite a lot. Finally, my Desire series has come to an end and the happiness of it all is that it's actually coming to an end on a happy note. Seriously, guys, it's quite very interesting series, and we are actually going to be missing the My Desire series on our screens. So, guys, what do you have to say about the ending of My Desire series? Please drop what you think about the series on the comment section, and what are you going to be missing the most about this series? Drop what you think on the comment section. And as you do that, please don't forget that this is still UG updates. And in case if you are yet to subscribe to UG updates, please and please click on the subscription button and subscribe, and please don't forget, guys, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright, lovelies, that will be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys, and I will see you guys on my next video.